go, Chad. Nobody told me that the Rays didn't score. First and second. Nobody out. Strikes out looking. Pops out to Bichette. Flies out to center. That's 2 on the Nrfis, baby. That's 2-0 on the Nrfis today, baby. Easiest money in sports, baby. Easiest money in sports. 6 outs. 6 outs, chat. 6 outs. All right, we're back at it, y'all. Appreciate all the love. If you got some in your cup, pull it up. Pull it up. Pull it motherfucking up. All right. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I love when people drop tickets of like the money that they're making from plays that I give out, anybody gives out. I just love that, man. It really like kind of boosts my spirits a lot. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. Like it really makes me feel good. Okay. So this is what we're doing, y'all. We're gonna break down the Elite Eight games. All right, Elite Eight games. What do you want to do? Let me know in chat. Let me know in chat. What are we doing? Are we doing Are we doing Elite Eight first? Are we doing Elite Eight first? Or are we going to go through the baseball slate? What do we want to do? Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. We got 7 o'clock baseball games. 7 o'clock baseball games. I'm gonna not lie to y'all. The New York Yankees are the team with value right now. If you are a bettor and you're trying to figure out what baseball team to look at, I think the Yankees are the team that have value. They're underdogs for the 3rd day in a row. They won their first 2 games to start the season. Juan Soto at the top of the lineup is big. Because think about it this way, he takes a ton of pitches. And when you take a ton of pitches, it frustrates a pitcher, especially when he gets on base. And then after Juan Soto, you have somebody like Aaron Judge that's following behind him. Ooh, that's a dangerous, dangerous combination right there. So yeah, keep your eye on the Yankees. Keep your eye on the Yankees. C-Lab music. Yeah. All right, baseball first. All right, got you, fam. All right, so let's look at this slate real quick. Let me pull up the slate, and then I'll break down what we're looking at here on baseball. So I think we're kind of done with Nrfis for the day. I'm not going to lie to y'all. The other games that I would take a look at if you're looking at playing innings would be the Braves and Phillies after the first top of the lineup goes, the Padres and Giants, and then the Red Sox Mariners. The Red Sox Mariners game finished 1-0 yesterday, and that's because of the wind in Seattle was blowing in. I bet every inning in that game except for like the 5th and 6th inning, and I went under, so I cashed pretty easily on just like every bet I took. So that's something to keep in mind. I am pulling up the baseball slate. The key to baseball, guys, is the starting pitchers. Starting pitchers mean everything. It's not like it ride and dies on that solely, but the starting pitchers are big. So give me 1 second here. Let me pull up the starting pitchers for both of these lineups so we can see what's going on here. I'm trying to pull up the DraftKings Sportsbook. I just want to look at the Sportsbook. Sorry, y'all. I'm just trying to look at the lines. All right, bet. Bow. All right, let me show my screen. Bow, 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 bow. Dude, I hate this shit. We just had over 50 people on the Twitch, and now we have 2. All right. Hold on. All right, y'all can see my screen. Perfect. All right, let's go to the baseball slate, guys. Let's see what we're checking out today. I like the sports books that tell us the starting pitchers on there too, but if it's okay if they don't, it's kind of bullshit when they don't, though. We also cashed on this Nrfi. Shout out to that. All right. So we got the pitchers here. Yankees today, plus 114. I love the value here. Marcus Stroman is a beast, okay? I like this position for him. Yankees have won the last 2 games with the Astros dropping those 2. I think that you're going to have to kind of lean towards the Astros to keep it close here. But I think that you can take a look at taking the Yankees on the run line at the plus 1.5. I'm also trying to see here. I'm trying to look at Marcus Stroman strikeouts. He's not really the biggest strikeout guy. 3.5. That's not too bad. I like pitcher props. If you guys have anything that you're liking inside the chat, let me know. But I'm just trying to look at a few here. So this is what I would go off rip. I lean the Padres here at minus 130. Dylan Cease, new team, new program. He struggled a little bit with the White Sox last year, but I like him in this position here. Dylan Cease should be a good look for the Padres at minus 130. The Padres have the offense to be able to back him up. Last year, he faced a lot of lack of run support in his years in the White Sox. So I think now that he'll be able to get the run support with the Padres because of the offensive weapons they have, Dylan Cease is a good look at today. I think the D-backs are a good parlay piece. I really don't trust the Rockies, man. If I'm being all the way 100 with you, I don't trust the Rockies here in this spot. D-backs obviously won the first two, but the Rockies just struggle on offense. Their lineup is not very good. They don't have a lot of offensive weapons, and I think that's going to be something that kind of hurts them in the long run. Because in baseball, at the end of the day, you got to score runs, right? Like, if we're being all the way honest, like nothing else matters unless you're scoring runs. So for us, or for me, what I'm looking at is to see what offenses can be able to keep up with some of these teams that are a little bit better defensively and offensively. So for what I mean by that is the D-backs have a pretty strong offense, right? They've got a few different guys. They've got obviously Corbin Carroll at the top of that lineup. You also have Ketel Marte. You've got Joe Peterson, Gurriel Jr. So you've got a few different guys there, right? So for me, I really like the Diamondbacks here in this spot. Just because Tommy Henry, I think he's the better of the two pitchers. And then here are a few stats that I'm looking at right here on the Rockies. Rockies have lost each of their last 12 road games dating back to last season. All right. They've trailed after 5 innings in each of the last 4 games. That means the first 2 games here and dating back to last season. So minus 175 on the money line is a little expensive, but let's look at the first 5 innings. So the first 5 innings is what I take when I don't trust the bullpens. And I'm just trying to isolate this to the first 5. So let's see. Where's the first 5? First 5 innings minus 180. So the value is actually better on the full game. That might be a parlay leg. That might be a parlay leg. So let's see who else we got here. I'm gonna show you guys what I do on my research here. So here we go. Middle of the second, bottom of the second. See that? Nobody scored as of yet. That's bread. That's bread. That's food. That's food. All right. Let's see. I'm going to look up Austin Garmer's numbers from last year. So I'll show you guys what I do. 5.5 ERA, terrible. 9-9, terrible. 87 strikeouts, terrible. Right? So that means he's not missing any bats. That means that he is giving up a lot of contact. The ERA tells me that he's not, look at this. 6 innings against the Rays, 7 hits, 3 runs, 2 home runs, 1 home run, 1 home run. Gives up the long ball. But against the Rockies, you have to pay attention if those guys have been at home or on the road, because at home you're more susceptible to give up the long ball because of the altitude. So to see that you gave up 2 home runs, 2 walks in away to a dome team like the Rays, that's concerning to me. Obviously, these are last year's numbers, but it can kind of give you a good understanding of, look at this, 11 hits, 7 runs, 7 earned runs. That's against a pretty strong offense that hit lefties pretty good. So the D-backs, they also have a few guys in their lineup that are lefties, so that is a little bit of a point of concern. But I like the D-backs here in this spot. The money line, I think you could take the run line, in all honesty. Get that plus value, that minus 1.5. And I think, didn't Tommy Henry pitch really good in the playoffs? Like, am I making that up? Or didn't he, pitch really good in the World Series, chat? I'm trying to remember. Let's look at his stats here. Or was that the other dude? Yeah, no, it was this young guy, because last year he was like a rookie. See, that's regular season. I think he pitched in the postseason. I don't know, fuck it. But let's see. 4.15 ERA, not too bad. 64 Ks, that's not the best, especially for those innings. But let's see. 4 earned runs, 3 earned runs, 3 earned runs. We played the Rockies one time last year, gave up 4 earned runs over 5 innings, but that was also on the road at Coors Field, and he got a ton of run support as well. Played them again, 6-0, another win, 7 innings pitched, 2 hits. So that's, for me, confident to see that he's faced this lineup twice. Granted, it was last year, but then that's when you can also look at the offseason signings and see who Colorado had on the roster last year in comparison to this year. I don't think they had that much of a difference in turnover. So for me, I like that. So I would go D-backs on the money line with a parlay piece. So you can damn near, look at this, watch this. D-backs money line. Also write down the Padres money line. I'm going to do that as well. All right, let's see. Ah, damn, deleted the D-back. UConn money line. D-backs money line. Guess that's what? Minus 109. Not bad. Not bad. Little 2-team bozo pack right there. Little 2-team bozo pack. Let's go to the NBA. Who's playing the fucking Hornets? The Grizzlies. Come on now. Throw in the Magic right there. Bow. Plus 113. That's a 3-team bozo pack right there. I mean, who loses? Who loses? Let's be honest. I mean, UConn, maybe. I mean, if you think UConn loses tonight, then you're going to take the +9. You're going to take the +8.5. Right? Is the Grizzlies really beating the Magic on the road? And what? Is Banchero playing? What's the injury report looking like? I don't know. It's 4 o'clock. We got to look a little later. But plus 113, that's not bad. That's not bad. All right, let me just check this real quick. All right, bottom of the second. I'm sweating this out right here, chat. I put sweating this out right here, chat. I put some coin on this. The bottom of the second inning as well. So I'm sweating this one out. I'm sweating that one out as well. All right, let's go back to cooking. So that's a 3-team bozo pack that I'm going to write down. You guys might like that. You might not like that, but I like that. Let's go back to baseball. All right, so we got the Padres on the money line. All right. We got Padres ML on the money line. All right. We got Padres ML at minus 130. We've got Yankees ML. I'm just putting the Yanks ML or first 5. I'm going to take the Yanks ML though because their offense has been starting off a little slow. That's plus 114. I'm taking the D-backs, UConn. I'm not taking this, but I'm writing it down. So this way I know if I'm going to lock this in. Plus 113. That's not bad. In this Red Sox-Mariners game, I very much lean the Mariners. But I would also look to just play innings in this game. 7.5 total, low total. I also think this game can go under. Cutter Crawford's been good. Logan Gilbert, he struggles with the long ball, but that's where we can take a look at the weather and see like what the wind chill is going to be on. Because that definitely matters. Bro, my internet has been moving so slow. Y'all let me know in the chat if range extenders work. I'm really trying to know. Because I'm thinking about getting a range extender. But I'm not 100% sure. Alright. 56 degrees by game time. It's 9:40 though. We need to check that. We need to check that wind chill. I need to check the wind speed here. Not that many winds. 6 miles per hour. That ain't too much. That ain't gonna affect this one. So they're expecting an under here because of just how bad these offenses have been. I guess Rafael Devers, he's played though. Logan Gilbert, Cutter Crawford. I like Cutter. I think he was looking real good towards the bottom half of last year. Bow, look at that, baby. Second inning, cash it. Take it to the bank. Second inning cashed. We're good to roll. All right, I'm taking one more, which is probably the third inning, and then I'm done. I'm walking away. I'm hanging them up. All right, that's it for me. The third inning. People are talking about the Nrfi and the Braves Philly game. Braves up 2-0. Told y'all. Those top of those lineups on those teams are so hard to get through. Like, they're so hard to get through. It's ludicrous. All right, chat. Y'all trying to see, like, I'm growing this small account. I'm trying to take like $100 and turn it into Lord knows how much off of just innings. And yesterday I started the account with $90 in bonus money, and I think now we're at like 160. It's not, I mean, spectacular, but it's better than nothing. All right. Cutter Crawford, 6-8 on the year, 4.4 ERA last year, 135 strikeouts. That's what we're looking for, okay? That is what we're looking for. Ooh, sorry, you guys see my messy ass desktop. All right, let's see. Last start in September of last year, 6 innings, 1 earned run. You love to see that. Not bad form. Headed into. I look at preseason numbers as well. Fox Sports tells you the preseason numbers, but for me, I kind of take that with a grain of salt. If I'm being all the way honest with you, I prefer to just look at the common head-to-head matchup. Okay, so against Seattle, they lost 6-3 here. He went 5 innings, 4 hits, no earned runs given up, so 5 strikeouts. That tells me that's a bullpen issue there. Okay, so he faced him one time, not bad. Now let's take a look at Logan Gilbert here. The Red Sox are going to struggle so hard to score this year. Like, they're going to struggle so hard. Like, they have no offense. 13-7, 3.73 ERA. You see that? That's why that total's at 7.5. That's why I love that total right there. Let's see if he played the Red Sox any last year. 6 innings, 5 hits, 3 earned runs, 1 home run. Okay, so that means he probably got a hanging pitch. He won that game 6-3. So he only faced them one time, but he picked up the win. 104 pitches at home. Not too bad. Not too bad. I think the way that these offenses are looking, I lean Seattle here in this matchup. It's a split. They won the first game. The Red Sox did. The Mariners won the second game yesterday, 1-0. I think the advantage leans with the Mariners here. They have the stronger of the two offenses. And then if it comes down to the two pitchers, I do think Logan Gilbert is a bit stronger and the better pitcher as well. So let's go with the Mariners on the money line here. I don't know what's going on with the sports book. So let's just pop back here, I guess. Oh, dude's on first. Seth Lugo, man. Just give me 3 scoreless innings, and then we're Gucci. All right. So we got that Bozo pack. And then we also did Mariners on the money line. So you can even do D-back if you want to keep it one sport. Mariners on the money line, D-backs on the money line. That pays out plus 158. You'll hear me recommending teams like the Dodgers, even though I do think the Dodgers can win every game they play. They just realistically won't. They'll definitely lose 50 to 60 games somewhere in there. So because they're going to lose games at some point, the question just becomes when. If you take the Dodgers on the money line every game, you have to literally hit at like a 67% hit rate for you to basically make money. That's like stupid. So it's just tough. So don't fall in love with taking the Dodgers every day. like make it situational, make it where it makes sense, make it where you get value. Like I don't know who this dude is, Yoshinobu Yasumoto. Like I mean, yeah, I know he was the big signing from Japan this offseason, but my thing is like we have to see how he looks. So why would I lay 225 on the money line here and I don't know how good he's gonna look? You get what I'm saying? I get the Cardinals suck, but again, the Dodgers have to lose 50 to 60 games this year. Because I mean, at the most they're gonna win 110 games, which means they had to lose 52 games somewhere in the process. You get what I'm saying? So the question becomes when, and you don't want these minus 225s in a parlay to just completely blow you up and mess you up, right? So, all right. So that's really it for me on baseball. We could do maybe a hitter lay. I'm gonna show you guys one guy on Twitter that I look at that's like a goat at helping you guys put together some stuff. Shout out to who's still watching. Shout out to the gang. Shout out to the gang. I'm trying to get better at this streaming stuff, y'all. So if there's something I need to be doing, like going faster or stop yapping so much, let me know. All right, here we go. I'm gonna show you guys one simple way. Now it's not bulletproof, okay? Obviously, it's not gonna work every day, but it is a way to make extra money or to figure out like for a quick bet. All right? The professor on Twitter, dude does great stuff. I've been a part of his Discord. He has a cool, pretty good Discord. So he does something every day where he puts out the hot hitters, right? So you can go right here and he shows you kind of like what their numbers are, like how hot they've been, what's the success rate they've had against the pitcher or against that team or against left-handed pitchers, right-handed pitchers. As the season moves on, he gets more in depth with his detail, right? So because he has more data to move off of. So let's just look, say for an example, we want to go somebody like Mookie Betts. He's popular, so he's going to be super juiced, but it's okay. So like let's just say here we're gonna go look and we're gonna take like Mookie Betts to get a hit. Let's choose three guys, right? Let's choose Mookie Betts is gonna be expensive, so we can choose Mookie Betts. He's already started. 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 So let's go Ketel Marte. Let's go Mookie Betts. Let's go Ketel Marte. I don't know if Spencer Steele's already started. If you guys have any other people that you think that we should take a look at, let me know in the late night slate. I need a hitter. Don't give me no dude who hits 1 for 4, but when he hits it, he hits a home run. We need somebody who's going to get on base, okay? Like a Corbin Carroll. So let's go here to batter props. Oh, wow, the Mets. Oh, the game ended. They came back, though. That's tough. All right. So these are home runs. I need hits. Here we go. Hits. So Ketel Marte. They got him at 1.5. Makes sense. I would try to see if we can find the alt line. Like if you're, I don't know if DraftKings, because I don't use DraftKings, if I'm being honest. But if we can find the alternate line, like if they allow you to do, like, let me show you guys what I'm talking about. I'm gonna pull up my builder account so you guys can see what I'm doing. I might just make this my Twitch account, my Twitch. All right. You guys gonna be like, yo, bro, dude. All right, this is my Twitch account. I'm using the one on Bovada. This is my account that I said I started off with like zero money. I'm started off with like $80, $90. I'm trying to build it up off the innings. So let me show you guys what I'm talking about here. So this is Bovada. And then let us look at, we said Ketel Marte to get a hit. Let's go to the prop builder. Hits at least. FanDuel allows you to do this as well. So if you're in a state where it's legal, just go to FanDuel. All right, Ketel Marte. 1 plus hit. You see, it's gonna be a minus 417. That's so ugly. Like that's so ugly. And then somebody like Mookie Betts is gonna be at minus 401 at the very least. Like Mookie, okay, minus 239. Damn, not bad. So we put those two together. I don't know what the hell that's showing there. So, well, I lost service on there, so we'll just stay on Twitter. That gives you like minus 132. I think that's saying right there. Yeah, that's minus 132. That's not good enough for me. It's okay, but it's not good enough. So let's go back to the professor here, and let's see what else that he has. Well, I guess those all the other ones already started, right? Okay, cool. So now let's just use our own baseball knowledge here to see who else we can go with. Nolan Arenado is not a bad look, but he's one of those streaky hitters. Freddie Freeman's not a bad look as well because he's one of those good hitters. Let's look at something in this Yankees-Astros game. I think there's going to be some offense. Jose Altuve is a guy who always seems to get on base. So what is this? Plus 143? Yeah, plus 143. It's not bad. It's not bad to just get a hit. Juan Soto? I just spoke about this dude. What am I doing? Chat? Juan Soto, minus 209. What is this? Plus 256? I'm not taking all those, though. So let's take Mookie out of here. Let's take Altuve out of there. I would take Cartel Marte and Juan Soto to both get a hit at minus 120. Like, I would do that. Like that, I think that's fire. Throw Fernando Tatis in there? Nah. Let's see. Should we throw Fernando Tatis in there? Should we throw Fernando Tatis in there? What you guys think, chat? Let me see if we got anybody in the chat. Fernando Tatis. Yesterday, 2 hits. First day, 1 hit. Okay, started off the season. Oh, yeah, 3 hits in that. He didn't have a hit in the first game against the Dodgers, but he had a hit. All right, Tatis. Feeling yourself a little bit, my boy? All right, so what we're going to do. All right, let's go back here. Plus 159. I like that. Ketel Marte, Juan Soto, Fernando Tatis, plus 159. All of them to get a hit. Community. How much I got in the account? $80. I got $80. I'm gonna put 15 to win 38. 20 to get to 51. I'm trying to build this slow and steady, y'all. I'm not trying to hit home runs. I'm just trying to see if I can take $100 and turn it into something just off of strict baseball bets and innings. That's it. Not taking sides. I'm literally just doing props and innings. That's it. All right. All right. Cool. We finished baseball. Let's wrap that up. Let's wrap up baseball. All right. Sweet 16, y'all. Let's talk about it. Let us talk about it. Let me stop sharing my screen here. Pull myself back up here. Bam. All right. Sweet 16, y'all. I mean, not Sweet 16. Elite 8. Who are we going with? I think we have to go with Illinois here. Plus the points. I know it's not a popular pick. I know. Look at that. 3rd inning cashed in the Twins and Royals game. 3 bets, 3 winners. I just gave you on stream 3 innings. That could have paid you like $1,000. No cap. No cap. But anyway. What was I saying here? Illinois. Okay, so Illinois, this is an interesting matchup because I think they can beat UConn. If I'm being honest with you, if there was a team, if UConn wins today, they're winning that game. They're going to be in the national championship, and it's going to be UConn versus Purdue. I'm telling you guys right now what's happening. But if they're going to lose, they're going to lose today. They're not going to make it to the Final Four and lose. They're going to lose today, or they're going to lose. Illinois, 8.5 points on the spread right now. And the reason why I lean in Illinois is because they truthfully have the best player left in the tournament in terms of individual player. I know some people like, what's his name? Dalton Connect. I get it. I think he is a star. But do I think that he's the best player remaining in the tournament individually? No. I think Terrence Shannon Jr. is that person, in all honesty. Now, the biggest concern for me for Illinois is when they step up in class and when they play better defenses, they struggle. Iowa State was not able to take advantage of this, hence why they lost. But if Illinois misses as many free throws today as they did against Iowa State, they're going to lose. Like, UConn is not going to allow you to make those mistakes. We know how good Illinois' offense can be. Second in offensive adjusted efficiency, 34th in effective field goal percentage, 56th in turnover percentage, 17th in offensive rebound percentage, 21st in two-point percentage. So we know how good this offense can be. But the question is, when they play good defenses, can they get over the hump? They did against Iowa State, but can they do it again? Because UConn, even though everybody knows them for their offense, it's their defense that really keeps them moving. They're sixth in defensive efficiency. That is to go with their being first in offensive efficiency. But they're also third in effective field goal percentage on the defensive side. And they're fourth in two-point percentage on the defense side defensively. So they're going to play hard-nosed defense, and they're going to limit the amount of three-pointers that you get and the touches that you get on the inside, which I think is going to be a problem. Especially because you have Klinging there at the rim. We know Newton's going to be able to put pressure on Shannon up the court, and they're just going to make them have to work. Now, Illinois is going to have to hit their threes. They're going to have to stretch the floor. Danja, he's going to have to contribute some way, but the question is how. He's going to have to out-rebound Klinging, in all honesty. But we've seen Illinois lose to Tennessee this year, Purdue twice, Maryland, Northwestern. All of those losses were to strong defensive teams. So what makes me think that they can overcome UConn today is the fact that they have the confidence that they did against Iowa State, and they knew that if they did not miss those free throws, or if they didn't play around with the ball in some of the boneless turnovers that they had, and if Iowa State's big men hit a few more layups instead of jacking a lot of gimmies and bunnies, that they would have been going home. But I don't think they want to go home, and I think they understand that they can't make the same mistakes in this matchup against a much better team. So I would take Illinois on the spread, plus 8.5, plus 9.5. But I would also see what you can do to grab them live at a higher number, and then maybe sprinkle a little bit on the money line at plus 600 or so, plus 500, plus 600, because I do think it's possible that they win this game outright. In terms of the other matchup, or if you want me to break down UConn a little bit more, but I mean, there's really nothing else to bet on, talk about. Everybody knows UConn's good. They're not giving us any value on the number. Like there's really, at this point, it's like we either root for UConn because you have a future pending, because you have them in your bracket. But I mean, are you laying 8.5 with UConn? Like, let me know. I don't know. I mean, they've covered. Dan Hurley covered every game last season as well on the route to national championship, but they weren't giving us 10.5-point spreads, 8.5-point spreads in the freaking Elite Eight. That's where the difference is. Now, Alabama and Clemson, that's a spread I can work with. We got 3.5 on Alabama favored here. Clemson, I think they can give Alabama. Is Clemson the team of destiny in the ACC? And y'all don't want to have that conversation. ACC, how many bids they get? How many bids the Mountain West get? And how many teams are still left from the ACC? I'm a Syracuse fan, so I feel a little passionate about this. But I'm serious. Because there are Big East teams that deserve to get in. How many Big East... How many of the Big 12 teams are still around? Best conference in basketball, my ass. Offense looks good in the regular season. When it's time for you to lock down and get in a defensive stance, that's when things change. But Clemson versus Alabama is going to be a matchup where Clemson is going to have to be able to keep up, and they're going to have to be able to slow the ball down. Let's just be honest. Alabama's going to run the ball. They're going to push the tempo. But Clemson's done a good job so far in the tournament to not allow these fast-paced teams to throw them off. That's what gives me confidence Clemson can win today. Because they've beaten Baylor. They've beaten New Mexico. They've beaten Arizona. 3 teams that are all in the top 100 in terms of adjusted tempo. And now you've got an Alabama team that you're facing that's ninth in adjusted tempo, fourth in offensive efficiency, looking to shoot a ton of three-pointers, which is tough if they're hitting the shots. But a 2-point win against North Carolina, and you had the game of your life from Grant Nelson. I mean, are we going to see that again? I don't know. But I will tell you who's going to be the X factor in this game. PJ motherfucking Hall. If PJ Hall, the senior, the 6'10 big man, can keep it down, get out, stay out of foul trouble, can stretch the floor, hit about 2 3-pointers, especially early, this Clemson team, that's a completely different ballgame. It opens up the floor in the lane so much for Chase Hunter to be able to work, to allow Shefflin to play with his back towards the basket, allows Wiggins to crash in on the boards. That matters. Because we know what Alabama's going to look to do offensively. It's literally just shoot threes. So Joe Girard, we need you to hit 3. Like, you got to get 3 threes up today. So how are we going to do that? Want to put up the slate? Do we want to see what Joe Girard's 3-point line's at? Because if it's at 2.5, you need to take that. Because you got to hit 3 threes if Clemson's going to win this game. PJ Hall has to, what? Let me look at the line. Let's look at some of these college basketball player prop lines. We cashed in on Dalton Connect yesterday on the channel. Shout out if you guys are tapped into the YouTube, right? Let's see. Let's look at some of these player props here. Let me share my screen. Joe Girard, 12 points. These are the alt points. Okay, here we go. Grant Nelson at 12.5, 11.5 at that game he just had. Okay. Joe Girard, 14.5, not bad. PJ Hall, 16.5, not bad. We need that. We need Chase Hunter or PJ Hall have to go over this point total if Clemson expects to win today. Simple. They have to. They expect to compete. If neither of these guys go over their point total, Alabama wins, they cover. They cover. What's the total in this game? 163.5. I don't know if it goes over, if I'm being honest. I think Alabama tries to force it over. But it's like Clemson knows. Clemson knows they can't get into a track meet, man. Overs, the last 4 out of their last 5. Yeah, exactly. 4 straight unders. Clemson knows. They cannot get into a track meet. They almost did it with Arizona here. I kind of lean the under here. 24-8 to the over, 17-15 to the over. Look at the last 10. Over the last 10, 3-7 to the under, 9-1 to the over. Something has to give. Something has to give. I don't like that 3.5 number. I would wait to grab it live at like 5.5, 6.5. I would take the under 163.5. But let's look at the line movement. Open up at 166. Yeah, it makes sense. It's been bet down to the under. It makes sense. They expect Clemson to be able to dictate the pace here. 163, so 164 divided by 2. Basically, we're looking at what? That is 82 points. On the year, what's Clemson averaging per game? Maybe what, 75, 65? Bro, I ain't like the rest of these dudes on stream. I'm showing you how to find winners. I'm showing you how to cross-reference your shit. 77 points per game. Alabama obviously led the country at 90. Smoking dope, feeling like a superhuman. Yeah. Clemson, 70 points per game they allowed. Alabama, I know you guys are all the way down here somewhere to watch. They're going to be at least in the bottom 250. down here. All right, come on, man. Told you, no. Look at that. That's the bottom 20 in all college basketball. 80 points per game. So it's just like, yeah, can Clemson score 80? Yeah. But do they want to? That's the question. I don't know. All right. I appreciate y'all for tapping in. My streaming shit is messing up. I don't know what's going on. So, here we go. We got baseball picks for you guys. I'll go over them real quick. Mariners, money line. We've got the Yankees on the money line. Padres on the money line. D-backs, UConn, and the Magic at plus 100. And then we're going to go with Illinois plus 8.5, plus 9.5. And then we are also going to go for Clemson Live plus 5.5. Those are the numbers. Those are the trigger points, my friends. Appreciate you tapping in and sweating the Nrfi with me. 3-0 on Nrfi's on the year. I'll be back with another one tomorrow. Make sure you tap into the Twitter to grab those. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all.